Hello and welcome to another update video about Casper. The situation on the Casper chart hasn't changed too much. We are still waiting currently for a signal that Casper is breaking out of this trend channel here to the downside. We had originally here this ascending wedge pattern on the chart with these dashed lines, and we highlighted that should a break outside or to the downside of this wedge pattern occur, it is very likely that KAS will, or that the price will reach the ascending trend line here, the solid white trend line. That came true. It now looks more and more as if Casper is still moving in a corrective generally in a price channel to the upside here. I'll make that a solid line as well. Now, therefore, we are waiting for clearer signs that the wave 4 has started, this pullback here in a wave 4. So essentially, what we can see here is still a potential diagonal structure to the upside. We covered diagonal structures in the member live stream last Sunday. If you're interested in what all of that means, check out maybe the membership. You can watch all sorts of tutorial live streams and so on about Elliott wave. But it is important to understand the details about diagonal structures, that they are very difficult. They can change quickly. They don't really have targets, especially leading diagonals. They run until they get exhausted, really. And yeah, basically, we're just waiting now for a signal that this wave 4 has started. At least I count it primarily as a wave 4 with support down to 1.1 cent in a more extreme case. So it can drop quite a lot. Basically just waiting for a signal that this is starting. Obviously, and as long as we are following the price channel, price can just grind higher. But we have reached one of the targets for a C wave. Yeah, basically we assume that this is the third wave of the diagonal. I mean, we are looking here at this diagonal, and for me the most likely count is this one. Just looks like it needs another high. Could be a wave 4 pullback, right? And then one more wave to come in a wave 5. Now, it is technically possible that we say maybe the third wave did sit here. Maybe this was the fourth, and maybe this was the fifth. But also in this scenario, we would expect a move to the downside soon, yeah? So we're basically waiting for the first deeper pullback. And then we can look at the relevant Fibonacci levels to guide us. But if it's a wave forward, which is coming, or a larger wave 2 after all 5 waves are done, that's what time will tell. At the moment, it's just sort of waiting for a signal that this uptrend is over. At the moment, we haven't got a strong signal yet, because we're still waiting for that signal, which would be a break to the downside of the ascending price channel. As I wanted to show you, we have reached a key target here for the C wave, which means that technically the third wave would be complete. And this is therefore the time when we started watching for that decline to happen in this wave 4. But to confirm it, we need a break below the solid trend line. Here you can see why this was the first target, the 61.8 Fib extension at 4.8 cents. Above that, we've got 7.2 cents. So should it really break to a new high, we've got 7.2 cents. And above that, we've got 11.8. If it really extends higher, which at the moment I don't assume, but of course it could. Now, at the moment, it looks a bit like as if price made a 5-wave move to the downside. The move up is currently corrective. So what I highlighted to you in the last video is that the wave 4 obviously would consist of an ABC structure. So this could have been the A wave. We might do a B wave here and come down in the C wave. Not primarily what I'm looking for. This could still be just the first 1-2 setup within the A wave. So it might come down more like that. And bear in mind that also an A wave can be a 3-wave move. So it's not so useful to try to figure out the micro count here, but this is essentially how it could play out. A small ABC structure to form the A wave. Then a B wave up and a C wave down, okay? This B wave, I mean, what is resistance for the B wave? That resistance level is important to understand, okay, are we really in a B wave, or could we actually rally much higher in a 5th wave? I would primarily assume this is now a B wave. But of course, price has to show us. Price has to give us evidence. And B wave resistance goes up all the way to 4.8 cents. So a break above 4.8 would already be a, let's call it, warning or a signal that we may break above the 5.2 cent level as well. Okay, and then continue to rally in the third wave probably still, because this was not yet a fourth wave correction. Yeah, it's too shallow for that. Yeah, and that's basically it at the moment. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.